Let everybody get in here. Where I set my keys? I was just working on this Argo, guys. I'm trying to get this mud out of my boots. Kind of a pain. I was gonna listen to Ed and Jehu and Dale, but I guess they're doing a break this week, so. Hey Dave, I saw your email. I'm gonna text you that serial number later. Whenever you get a chance, you can see if you find anything out on it for me. I think I found an engine, another Kohler engine another Kohler just like that one. Switch back. My friend has it. Still need a wiring diagram if we can find one. Oh man, I wish, Robert. By the way, long time no see, Robert. It's been a while. Look, remember I was telling you about this? Yeah, piece of junk. We're gonna make that mower work again. Try to make some money out of it. Hopefully not a loss. I gotta cut these bolts off flush. I'm gonna use a carbon bit thingy a bobber. Yeah, I'll look at that, Dave. I'm hoping you're right because they made different crankshafts for that engine. So if it's too small, I could probably make it work. I could probably make it work with a adapter, but too big is too big. And I dropped y'all down in the thing. Let me go get some tools. Hey, what if I turn the camera the other way? There you go. Let me go grab some tools. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be so bad, Robert, but it actually was on fire, and I could see a lot of fire damage. Nothing wrong like the hydraulics. All the hydraulic hoses and stuff look good, but all over the engine, I think it's cheaper to replace than it is to repair that engine because there's a lot of fire damage. You would think so. Yeah, exactly. On the 6x6. Yeah, I would think so, because, I've caught them on fire before with backfire. Well, something I had caught on fire, backfire. But it burned off quickly because there was nothing for it to burn. So it had to have an oil leak or something. I plugged it all up and that starter on that Skag started smoking. It was like it was caught and it went crank, so. Start preparing this. I don't think that pump. Yeah, I'm wondering. I don't know if y'all saw this. I'm wondering what they did right here. Why they welded bagger systems. I'm wondering if they had a makeshift bagger system on here. They welded on that. It has the weights on there. I don't know if I ever mentioned that in the video. I don't know if that makes it worth anymore. I don't know how much these weights cost. You can see a lot of fire damage. Might as well replace that carburetor. If I even this engine, replace the carburetor, replace the starter, probably replace the flywheel because I know those coolers and their magnets. Probably the stator, the wires look crunchy. Probably have to replace the stator. And I can't remember. I gotta figure out. They got a bunch of wires unplugged. What does this one go to? The ones to the coils are plugged up. I'm just gonna put another engine on there. I still gotta go wiring, find the wiring diagram and see what's. Cause look, they melted these wires and melted some wires over here. Yeah, it's a. I might regret it spending $100 on this. That one hurt a little bit. But I was thinking if I could get it going and not put too much money into it, I could still make a pretty decent profit. Because even though it's an older Skag, people see Skag commercial zero turn around here and they'll easily put out $25,000 to $3,000 for it. Easily. I mean, I got $600 for a junk ride mower. Tell me if this is too loud, guys. Let me know if it's too loud and I'll mute the sound for a minute. Yeah. My dad used to use the Skag walk behinds. He loved the Skag walk behinds when he was doing landscaping. He loved the Skag walk behinds. That's all I was figuring. As long as the hydros are good on it, it's worth putting an engine on itself. best air compressor ever made. What's up, mowers and blowers? Out done. We're on this Argo. Show you. Piece of right here. I wish I never took this job on. Cut out these bolts. It's kind of hard to see in here. But I gotta cut those bolts out and drill through the plastic around the bolts with some silicone, and hopefully that'll do it. And hopefully y'all can hear me over my air compressor, which ain't too loud, but gotta make a noise. Some safety glasses for someone. Nobody gets on here and yell about me not having safety glasses on. I get this tighter. Again? Well, I feel like a dentist when I'm working with tools like this. Argo, open your mouth and say, ah. That milk. Okay, you piece of junk. Oh, you know, I kind of do, don't I? In that case, let's crack some ribs. Dragon Ranch. Nope. Dang. Holy cow. All right. Let's walk down to the shop and see if they'll have a grinding wheel for the cutoff. Because I ain't going to be able to get a regular angle grinder in there. I'm thinking now, since I thought the carbine bird thing would work and cut through that. Cut through that. Now I'm thinking, cut it off flush, put a couple tack welds, and drill through it with those drill bits. The drill bits I have for hardened steel that Milder sent me. But I really thought those carbine burr tools would have worked. I spent $50 on the set. I just thought they was going to do the job. I was wrong. See if this will do the job. I got a chip out of it. Probably not the safest thing to use. Well, that'd be cool to finally see that plasma table up and going. I got like super busy, but I'm starting to slow down again. I think it's had a landscaper today. Yeah, that's just right. Right to the eye. What's the worst can happen? Wait, shouldn't say that. So anyway, since all this rain is, at a point that they can't mow at all. When it was just raining a little bit, they could mow, but there's so much flooding and stuff that you stick a zero turn on someone's backyard and you just sink down into the grass. So they can't. Yeah, I know. I'm thinking about not using this. I don't know. Every time I try to work on this, something happens. If it wasn't for this customer brings in a lot of stuff, I would just be done with this Argo, telling him come pick it up. But this is one of those guys that brings in a lot of stuff. But every time I try to work on it, something happens and prevents me from working on it. I'll go to Hazard Freight tomorrow. Everybody. I just don't think it was meant to work on this Argo. This Argo ain't meant to be. I mean, this thing is, I take 2 steps forward, or 1 step forward, it's 2 steps back on this. I mean, let's look. The brake caliper was locked up, it's in the shop. These, it's been setting open like this forever. So these master cylinders are probably shot. The best way to get that bolt out is to take that front out. Instead, he wants me to cut the bolt and drill through the plastic, and he's just going to silicone the plastic. And it's one of those things, he's getting mad because I ain't been really working on it in the last little bit. But I had to get these jobs done that's bringing me in money so I can keep going, so I can work on stuff like this. But now he's getting upset that I haven't just jumped and spent all my time on this Argo, and I can't afford to do that. Couldn't survive. I wouldn't have the overhead for the weeks
to be able to do that by spending all my time on just that Argo and holding off everything else. I gotta get these quick repairs, the carb cleaning jobs, the tire changes, the stuff that's quick, but it don't make as much money, but it adds up. So I'm thinking it's time to talk to the guy and say it's just not gonna happen. I've tried. Every time I try, it's a hazard freight. I only go in there for like cutoff wheels and stuff. Everything else I just buy online from tool dealers online. I got a few Harbor Freight tools, but I don't buy a whole lot of Harbor Freight tools. What's up, Patch? Guys, I bought this old Dixon right here. A guy brought this in, and he broke the deck thing, and I decided to order the hanger a month ago, and they said it's on back order, and they don't know when they'll get it. So it's just sitting up here. Yeah, I've been meaning to try Benchmark. Sometimes I'll go to Harbor Freight when they run those sales. When they when they do their sales on those discs, I'll go in there and buy them. But yeah, I can't. I'm about to ask them to send me my money back and see if I can find the part somewhere else for the guy, because they said they don't know when they're going to get it for this Dixon. I don't wear bitch mittens. Well, actually, I lie. I do wear bitch mittens when I'm dealing with like a whole lot of grease when I'm packing bearings. I will put bitch mittens on because that grease just never comes off when you put that much grease on your hands. Old School, you're leaving? Later, Old School. Oh. I thought you was leaving. Alright? It's also good, brake cleaner is also good to find cuts on your hands. So yeah, I'm going to see if... Probably does. Hey, Robert. See if you got one of these hangers. If you do, let me know. I'll try to get Jax to give me my refund back, and I'll just order through you. Since they don't know when they're going to get one, and this guy's been waiting months. I mean, he's been good about it. He's like, whenever you get it done. I just like to get it out of here, finished and out of here. This is another thing I need to get finished. Oh, you was able to make those sills, Old School? This is another thing I need to finish and get out of here. I can get sewed real quick. Hey, Robert, if you even got a used one, just let me know. I think it crossed, when I looked at the number, it crossed with a model with the Husqvarna. Because Husqvarna, this is pretty much a Husqvarna. It's a Husqvarna part number, so I don't understand why it's on back order so far. I can send you the part number later when I get off of here. I guess that Argo is not meant to be. I mean, I don't have Sears no more. Okay, I'll send you the model. I don't have no Sears garden tractors no more, but that was one thing I couldn't find is they didn't have no more was that Sill old school. That's all I was saying. If someone could make those, since they don't make them no more. More and more Sears garden tractor parts are. When I first got Sears garden tractors, you could find the parts for them, and then slowly as Sears went out of the scene, more of their parts started disappearing. Wheel Horse, you can still get parts through because Toro owns the brand. The parts are a little bit pricey. I make some of my own parts for it. Who else? International Harvester, well, Case International has Cub Cadet. And then, of course, John Deere has Jim. Oh, okay, hold on. And it cut out. I gotta stop coming in this barn. I got two. Old school, check that out. 1650. 1650. That's my uncle's 1650. And that's Ray Texas Key Keep 1650, which is engines in the shop, and I gotta tear it apart so I can go to the machine shop and get bored out. Y'all probably remember that. They sold the last one local, the last hometown one, from what I understand, closed not too long ago. Let's talk smack about John Deere because old school's in here. Let's talk smack because old school's in here, so let's talk smack. Okay. Wait. Y'all know I got this one in on a trade for fixing a post saw. It runs great. Well, I gotta put a fuel pump on it now. The fuel pump went out. Anyway, tell me this. Why John Deere can't do a decent thing with their paint and stuff. Look at this. This happens so common. Look at this. Look at that. I hate it. We should be nice to old school religion. But I saw this cool, I don't know if I do enough mobile jobs to pay for it, to make it worth it, but I saw this cool tool setup they had at John Deere, the John Deere dealership, and it was actually pretty cheap. It was $1,200 for one of those truck style toolboxes with loaded with tools. If I did more mobile repair, I do a few here and there, but not a lot because I don't like doing it. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the only true John Deere riding mower these days, that would be the X Series, right? That would be the only John Deere riding mower that's actually made decent. Is an X Series. When you look at those style John Deeres, I had a Craftsman lined up next to it one day, and certain models of Craftsmans, and those look exactly alike in a way, just a different hood, but everything else was identical. I saw their subcompacts. I'm kind of interested in one. Someone told me one time. Someone told me one time that John Deere was a little bit easier to get financed through than like Kubota. I would like a subcompact tractor with a front end loader. I could use one really bad around here. We had one of those Farm Pros, but my brother-in-law sold it. I was wanting to keep it, but he sold it. The guy got it in the hydraulic pump. The guy got it and then the hydraulic pump went out, so I'm guessing I'm glad he did sell it because those hydro pumps, I mean, they're not cheap for anything, but those Chinese machines are even more expensive. Well, see, I got the Farmall Cub, but I want something with a 3-point and a front end loader. I use my Farmall Cub all the time, but I would like to have a shredder. I can't run a shredder with it. And there's sometimes my pasture, like right now, where I can't mow much. The weeds are starting to get high, and soon a shredder will be about the only way I can do it. Last time I used my buddy's shredder, but he took his tractor home, so. I saw those Massies. I don't think I have a dealer near. Hey, Robert. Sometimes I do. Around with it. Old school, I had a Sears, yes, but it did not. The 3-point on those, my shoulder can't do that manual lift crap. That's why I got rid of it. I'm talking in Texas, you gotta have a true tractor. The ground is clay and rock. I'd rather have a real tractor. Again, clay and rock here. Clay and rock. And I might buy one when they sell the Skag. If I can get enough money out of Skag, I might see what I can find. It'll probably be a fixer-upper, but most of everything I ever buy has been a fixer-upper. I never bought anything that actually just run. Well, no, about the Wool Horse, it ran from day one, but most other stuff, never. Everything I ever bought, you had to. See, you can use those garden tractors just fine, like in the East Coast, but the soil here is rock and clay. I even spin out the Farmall Cub sometimes trying to plow. I plow with it all the time. Yeah, I could have did that on mine, but I bought the Farmall Cub. It's a 4-cylinder. It plows good. I just need something with front end loader and a 3-point. Yeah, but you're in like probably loose dirt that plows like butter. Like I said, this is rock here. Is rock. I wish Texas Keykeeper was on here. He would step in on that. You know, that's actually what I would love to find. That or one of those international 254. Was it 254? I like that style too. He has. Hey, Robert said it, not me. Look, so you know why we don't have basements here? Because you dig down 6 inches here, or less than 6 inches, you hit bedstone. People that do have anything like that has to get the ground blasted. We have this kind of soul. I forgot what it's called. It really is. We have the kind of soul when in the summertime, the ground cracks, and some of the cracks are about. Or probably about that wide. Well, I'm just saying, some of the people on the East Coast have like looser or different type of soil than we do. We have it's hard to explain it. See, that's what it's like here, Dave. It's there's actually a lot of those places around here that does that sandstone quarries, where they do the sandstone and send them other places. When you dig here, you have to take one of those. Where is? I have one of those spud bars. You have to take a spud bar to break it, the rock. It's the ice. Hey, we had ice this year. I'm in Central Texas. And yeah, I was talking to one of my buddies, and he's in East Texas, and he was talking about how sandy the soil is. He says some things are hard to grow there because it's very sandy. He says some things grow good in East Texas and some things don't because of the sand. I'm trying to think of what the soil is called, but horses can actually break their legs on it. I'm amazed none of my horses ever broke their legs on it. But the cracks, they'll get like, they can get like that big in the summer times when we go into their dry. I've almost broke my own foot in it a few times. And then when it starts raining in the wintertime, it closes back up and you just got a bunch of potholes. When we first moved, yeah, sinkholes, pretty much. When we, yeah, it's pretty much like sinkholes. When we first moved here, I had one of those newer ride mowers. You know, that you adjust that one side of the deck and it's supposed to raise both of them up. Well, no matter what I did, this field is so bumpy from all the potholes. You can never keep those decks level in this pasture. I like East Texas. It's still more country. Central Texas is about Dave. Central Texas is about turned into one big old suburb. I mean, look. Wait a minute. Look at this. That wasn't here a couple years ago. Right next door. I'd probably get a lot more power sports workout in East Texas. I notice a lot more people have ATVs and side-by-sides out that way. That's it, Robert. If it's not in Texas, it's sissy dirt. The soil in the summertime is rock hard. But when it rains a lot like this, it's the kind that sticks to you. It's like you're sinking into a quicksand. See, that's happening everywhere. We looked up there. What's up, Ronnie? We looked up there, Dave, up in Ohio, but man, I couldn't believe the prices. It's actually got more expensive. I thought Texas was complete. Yeah, that's what it is. The prices, I thought Central Texas was getting bad with the prices of everything. No, trying to rent somewhere up in Ohio. Yeah, the only cheaper property we found there that wasn't cheap was Dave. I don't know if you know where Middletown is in southwestern Ohio. I lived there once, and I don't ever want to live there again. But that's where we saw cheaper places, and I just don't want to live there. I want to be out in the country, and there was no places out in the country there in Ohio for rent or. That's called mud there, Robert. It's kind of fun, I guess. Said no one ever. I mean, it's fun to play in on the four-wheeler and stuff. But when you have to work in it, when you have to work in the mud, after a while you get sick of it.
The garden is looking pretty yellow from all this rain. We got a late start with the garden anyway, and it's looking kind of yellow from all this rain. But ain't Branson a tourist trap? I'll probably stay in Texas. That's what I'm used to. To work on duck boats. Oh wait. Didn't one of those towns have one of those duck boats go down on one time? I'm sorry, a town, not a trap. We went to what? In August we went to Florida. Oh wow. We went to Florida in August. That was fun, but man, that humidity. It made Texas feel good. Every day up until about 3 o'clock when it would rain, the humidity would be super high. Heck, the look I'm having with an Argo, I probably shouldn't work on no duck boat. They'd have another boat go down. I really think if this Argo ever gets finished, the guy's going to take it out on the... Because I ain't doing like the fiberglass work or the plastic work. He's doing that. I think he'll take it out on the river one time, and it'll just sink right down into the water. Sink into the river. I don't think the thing's ever going to float. Just smaller. Feels nice out here today. Or this evening. It's pretty humid earlier, but pretty nice now. People are probably wondering, why ain't you working on the Argo? Guys, look back. I've had some issues. And for some reason, it was working for a little while up there in the barn. Now every time I go in the barn, I lose signal. So don't know what that's about. I wonder if I can get like some kind of cell booster for inside the barn. Probably way too expensive to make it worth it. Really? Yeah, probably so. I'm guessing they probably lost a lot of, I'm pretty sure they probably ended up getting sued, huh? Me too, Robert. The only problem is it's bad for business.
you have to have some people. What I should have did was take up that small town that offered to give me a place. They was going to give me a garage there. This was a few years back. It was probably about an hour west of here, an hour or two west of here. They offered to give me a place for free. The city council did, rent free, to move my business there. But it's a very small town, and an hour to 2 hour drive, so kind of hard. Yeah, I saw documentaries on those old landing crafts. So I guess we're gonna lose signal off and on some in here or out. I bet. It's okay, Rodney. I ain't gonna pick on you for it. I know other channels do. I'm not gonna pick on you for it. What's up, Paul? I know other channels pick on you for the cats call something about YouTube, but you know what? YouTube, if you're watching this, you can kiss my rear. Some people can't see the type without caps on. Y'all need to find. Okay, Dave. I'll text you that number, that serial number later. When I get off of here, I'll go get your number and put it in my phone and go up there and text you the number so you can go back to work. What oil? I guess it depends on if I like my customers. Old school. I'm not gonna lie, like on the push mowers, I just run. What up, Ronald? On their push mowers, I use like that Super Tech oil. I don't go no fancy oil in push mowers. Never have. Cast iron engines. If I'm working on an old cast iron engine, I'll go get that old old Rotella diesel straight 30 or the Kohler oil on the old cast iron engines when I work on an old engine, because of the zinc in it. It's supposed to be good for the cast iron blocks, right? And honestly, depending on the ride mower, if it's just like something with a El Cheapo engine on it, I'll probably just put Super Tech oil in it. But if it's something like that Kohler has lifters, I would use premium oil. Or if it was like a Kawasaki V-twin, I'd probably go with a better oil. But like cheapo engines, Super Tech does just fine. I know everybody probably does everything different, but I do put quality oil in like the Kawasaki's and the Kohlers and the but for like cheaper stuff, definitely use, because in the end, the more money you spend, less profit you make. Of course, I guess you could upcharge them and even more, but I thought about it, mowers and blowers, but we found we think we found another Kohler command to go over on that Skag. Buddy in Florida supposedly has it, so we'll see. As long as the shaft's the right shaft, then we're good to go. Swap it over on there. If it's the exact same engine, then it's a lot easier to swap. Then I've done a few engine swaps where I've had to change out the engines, different type of engine, and it usually, yeah, it probably would. Probably lower the value of it too. And that's another thing. Those engines, engines on mini bikes and stuff, all the Honda clones, they're tough engines. Well, you can get a 1" to 1/8" adapter off of Amazon. I've done that a few times. But those Honda clone engines on go-karts and mini bikes, man, they're kind of tough. I can't tell you how many times I've actually got watered down in one of the engines I had for the go-kart, from running open headers and running them through water and stuff. And sometimes it was set with the water. I'd pull the plug out a couple days later, pull them out. Yeah, I haven't had no issue with the sleeve. I had no issues. I had to do that a couple times. And those engines was, like I said, the Predator was still run on that go kart. Just cleaning all the water out. So it's amazing how tough those Honda clone engines can be. Now there's some people that has bad luck with them too. So I guess they can be a hit and miss. But I have never had bad luck with one on a go kart. I'm not saying I've never put them on like any machinery on go karts. We were stopping on it because more I look into it. See, and if I had a mill, I'd probably make my own adapters. That would probably be so simple to make those adapters. I am still alive, Shaggy. I'm upset that the tool just took a vacation, leave me here with nothing to do on a Tuesday. And maybe that's what I'll buy if I can get that Skag sewed, is a mill. Well, let's see. Yeah, you're right. A lot of times, it is cheaper to buy. Oh, you're right. That's also true, Robert. Grizzly shows to have some in stock, but their shipping it kills me. Later, old school. Grizzly does show to have some in stock, but their shipping it's crazy. I do gotta make a bushing. Let me show you what I'm making. So these are used. These use smaller boats, but it needs like a bushing in between there, cause it bends the boats because I'm not having a bushing. They're so small, so I do need to make a bushing. I got some. One or two, probably about 2 inch round stock, mild steel. I think it'd be okay to use for it. Right here, got this from a construction site. So I'm gonna probably make that. From what I understand, when I saw on Instagram, he said they're on vacation. And maybe, I think Ed probably's a little tired of the YouTube thing. We all get burnt out, and even I walk away from times. I took as much as a month off from YouTube because I'll get burnt out of YouTube videos and live streams and stuff. I don't think I don't think I could. I don't think a plastic bushing's gonna work for that, uh, Robert. I mean, it might work for like a second until I start pushing something. Oh, that's what it is. Oh, he told me he thought you was jealous of him and Graham's relationship. He said you he said he wasn't giving him he wasn't giving you the attention that he used to since he got with Graham. I hate the seat. Go on. There we go. Mowers and blowers, they do the same thing for me. And you know where I get the most dislikes? If I post something, I'm an admin at the Friends of Terrell Fix All's Facebook group. Pete made me that a long time ago when I was over there. And so every now and then, I don't go over there much, but every now and then I'll post a video when I make it over there, if it's like a more related video. And I always get a lot of dislikes when I hit that.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Look at that engine. It was you, Shaggy. Don't lie. You know, I thought about stopping with these random live streams because they say it can hurt your other videos. I never really ever watched Henry's videos. People like him. Probably. I think, Robert, a lot of the people I have on that watches me are more in the professional field of repairs, and a lot of the people that watches him is more in the hobby side. They fix motors for a hobby, where over here, this is living. This is a professional. I make a living off of it. Yeah, I watch Jeremy from time to time. He don't live. He lives about 2 hours from me. I'm gonna back up real quick. Jeremy, yeah, he posts from time to time. He does a lot of TikTok stuff these days. You know, I got a TikTok, but I always forget to post there. It's hard. I'm on 2 acres. Well, 1.9. It's not very big. We'll take a tour real quick. Let's take a tour. There's the barn. It's pretty messy. Look at all these weeds in the jungle. Look. It's a safari. Pixels, but look, weed. I got a mower that runs. It's been raining so much that it's been hard to cut the grass. Today it didn't rain, but I had to repairs I had to knock out, and tires. A guy brought tires. I had to do tires for a zero turn, which I'm not a fan of doing, but we decided to do tires here, so make some more money. It's been raining off and on here, Ronnie. It feels like for months. I had that issue. What's up, Mick? Welcome back, Mick. I had that issue with the cheetah, Robert, and I ended up having to use a strap too. I had to use the strap and the air thing, and I don't know why, but they're there you go, Shaggy. They're their specs for how much pressure you can use never even hardly moves the tire, especially when you're doing ATV tires. It says like 45 psi, and we had to jump it up. I think I went 70 psi on that cheetah because it would not. I do got to get a fuel pump for that John Deere so I can get the mowing again. The wheel horse is up in the barn. Yeah, there you go. See, I don't mind mowing in the rain as long as it ain't like a downpour. A lot of this out in the pastures, there's a lot of weeds anyway, so it don't have to. It's a pasture. It don't have to be a pretty cut. It just has to be knocked down. Sometimes I use customers' mowers, like Robert was talking about, but I ain't got no mowers in right now. I'm pretty much caught up. There's a couple mowers here, but they can't be used. One second. Why don't you let me see messages? There we go. Well, mowers and blowers. Henry is mowers and blowers. That's mowers and blowers. I know I can't remember your name right now, but it's right there. I can't say much because I have over 450 videos and only 1,500 subscribers in 4 years at this. So obviously I've done Rich. That's right, Rich is your name. See, I knew it was something like that. So I guess I can't say much because 4 years, 450 videos, only get 1,500 subscribers. Wait, they just like mixed bald head. That's what it is. It's gonna come on here in any second now. So obviously I ain't doing something right either, but hey. It is what it is. I tried. I put a lot of work into it. Sometimes you win and sometimes you don't. I don't know. Somewhere south of Dallas. Sometimes I feel like that, Robert. Sometimes when I post videos, my subscribers will drop down. Then sometimes I'll pick up. I've been teeter-tottering from 1,500 and 1,510 for the last week. It's like when you get past 1,000, you might not notice, but you lose like more subscribers, but you gain more subscribers. It's kind of even more than you noticed when you was a smaller channel. Well, maybe I'm too real. Someone told me one time that the only way I was going to grow my channel was drama. And I told them if it came to I had to grow my channel on drama, I would quit YouTube because I don't want to do drama. Robert, I was going to buy a 3D printer, but I bought that Skag instead because I just knew. I'm trying to sell out. That's my ultimate goal in life, Robert, to be sell out. Well, 1,500 is a pretty good number. It's just 4 years to get there. It's kind of sucks, but hey, I'm there now. And when we get to 2 million, we all get Ferraris. I'm still not monetized just to go on being monetized. Maybe in the next month I'll be monetized. So guys, if you're watching this, and you think about deleting your live streams, don't delete your live streams because that's what killed me on Watch Out. I deleted my live streams to take up less room. To make up less room. But when I did that, when I got to 1,000, I actually killed my watch time. I had like half the watch time I needed to get monetized, which I should have been over. But I did that by deleting my live streams, thinking that I was cluttering up my channel. And I probably am cluttering up my channel, but you guys like my random live streams. That's why I keep doing the random live streams. If it can't be fun no more, why do it? See, I was talking smack about Mick and he didn't even comment. I'm gonna have to send him a message. What's up, Mark C? It's all about the figuring out the YouTube system that I've never figured out. Some people can get 1,000 to 2,000 within the first couple of months of having YouTube. They obviously figured something out in the system. Probably sleeping on the job. I bet you he's working. I have won a few giveaways. Oh, that's good, Rich. This is true. Actual time about working, since I'm out here, I might as well go ahead. It's easier to see a spark tester when it's dark out than when there's a lot of light out, so I might as well see. I can't tell nobody to sponsor you. I've only been lucky to get sponsored. I tell you what, when it comes to getting sponsors and stuff like that, it's all about networking. I would have not got sponsored. Probably wouldn't have got sponsored by Milner if I didn't know J.K. Canvas through all the other people that I knew. So it's all about, when it comes to that stuff, it's all about networking. It's all about talking to the right people, knowing the right people. I want to use Mick or Rob, the kind that Robert don't like for now, just to see if it don't have spark. I got the other style in there, but I got some brake cleaner on there, and the plastic got gummed up. Does anybody know how to get that cleared again?
I don't know. I'll look that up. We're gonna see if this has spark on this thing. We got spark plug. Guarantee it, because that was a bright spark. I guarantee it, because that spark plug. Let's look at this spark plug. I mean, when was the last time the spark plug got changed? Wait, it's hard to see. Wait a minute. There. Can't get the camera. There, look. When the heck was the last time that spark plug was changed? Just did the carburetor and it just won't. So compression, or what have all one? Let's see, the toolbox widgets, countless t-shirts. I'm wearing a lot of t-shirts on YouTube or on Instagram. Every time, every time Pro Part Direct does like a giveaway, I win a t-shirt every time. They're keeping me t-shirts, and hats. I have to go up here. Oh, that, how do we say that? Weehaw set from Renegade. That can be 5/8. I got y'all in the toolbox. Hold on. You're sending me a couple of memes. See, I wish it was on StreamYards right now. We could have looked at the memes. I'm wondering if I should go in my shop and start up. See, sometimes the only problem is with growing like that is sometimes those subs don't always stay around. So it can be hard. Grabbed the wrong one. Hold on, sent something. You know what, guys? I think I'm gonna Shaggy. What do you think? Should I go in there and start up StreamYards on the computer?